Alrighty guys, we're fixing to turn in to the Asheville, North Carolina KOA East. We've stayed here a few times before. We've been up here this week kind of reviewing some of the areas and having a good time on vacation. So we want to review this campground for you. Later on in the videos we'll have the map and some of the information on our YouTube channel, so that way you can actually tell what areas we've taken you through and which areas you may want to reserve. We do recommend you reserve early because this place fills up very quickly. It doesn't take long. It's a very popular place, and you'll see why when we drive through a couple of areas. It's not too far. It's about 10-11 miles out of the town of Asheville. It's a little bit from the Blue Ridge Parkway, probably about 5 miles from the Blue Ridge Parkway, I guess. But so we're going to go into the KOA. Your public area is over to the right, where they have the cornhole games, the horseshoes, and things like that. Here is the check-in area, and what you would do pulling in, obviously you'd want to pull in and stop here and let them know that you're here checking in, or you want to look over the campground, things like that. They're very nice people here. We've had some pleasant time up here this week. We're going to take you into Area A. Area A, here, sites 1 through 14 are lovely. We're actually staying in site 1. All of these sites back up to the river. And if you have kids or you enjoy being along the river, it's a wonderful place to eat your meals, to drink coffee. You can see it has a lot of trees over in this back area for a lot of shade. But this is Area A. I don't really know if any of them are bad sites. Some sites are bigger than others, and you'll see on that map. Your campground host actually is over here on the right in site 15. But as you come around A, there's a hot dog stand here on the right, here up these steps, where you can get some hot dogs, French fries. They have gyros, things like that. Here's a couple cabins that they have for rent here on the right. It is T1 and T2, I believe. Here on the right as well is their pool. Really nice pool, and we'll get some separate video of it here today. We're going to hit the water today once we get back to the camper and take in some lunch. We're going to drive you over to Area B, which is straight across from A. Area B is here on the right. I'm thinking, and I don't know for sure, but I think this is their premium sites. You'll see the concrete pads, you'll see the permanent furniture and all, the permanent tables that you have. The area to the right of B, like B1, all of these are B7, B8, B9. They're fairly nice sites. They're just not backed up to the river. We really like the water, but nothing wrong with them. Nice wide open sites, easy back ends. Here on the left they're actually pull-throughs, and I'm going to take you back down through. This is B23. Out in the open a little bit, but nice, pull-throughs, nice and open, level, very level. Over on the right-hand side is some of the areas where the staff stays, and I won't take you over that way. But let's take you back across, back over towards the check-in area, and we're going to take you to show you some of their back sites.
There's T4, so there's another one.
So that cabin that we just passed was T4.
T4.
Here on the right is their open area where you can have a lot of people dining at, things like that. Show you why that we enjoy these sites, A through 14. We're going to go down towards the bridge, and I'm going to show you the view from the back of our campsite every morning. This is the view that we have. So you can get down in the trees, all down through these areas, have your campfires, you can enjoy the water. And as you see, we're going across the bridge now. And then this is the river that we spend our time at in the evenings and in the morning. It's a really nice place for the kids to stay. Alright, over here is some of their camp cabins. They have a pond back here on the back. These are K1s and K2s. So I'm going to take you over here to the right. It's mostly cabins and tents. There's no big rigs over to the right. This is section C. And like I say there again, it's all along their pond that they have over here. As you can see, it's a fairly good sized pond. They have paddle boats and things like that. You can also bring your own kayak, your own flat bottom boat if you want. I don't know about the fishing here because we've never fished. We've always just camped and went and seen the sights and things like that. But here on the left you have sites number like 5 and 6. But like I say, they're more or less tent sites. You do have power. And there is water, actually, believe it or not. And here on the left, we have some more cabins. These cabins are K12, K13. And looks like K20. And then you get on back here to the back. Just finished it out with smaller sites, as you see, like this small van, the small RV on the left. But it's not meant for large rigs at all. All right, let's turn around, and I'm going to give you a shot of the pond. This is the turnaround. But this area is plumb full of ducks and geese and wildlife. It's an amazing place to sit and watch in the morning times, even feed the ducks. We feed them a little honey crackers. And you can backtrack us on the map. Here's a couple of their smaller cabins as well. They're around some trees, but like I say, they're out in the sun. They're around this pond that they have. This was K3 and K4. These campsites are E section. Over here on the right. Here is your dumping area. And looks like some of the visitor parking. I'm going to take you over in the CC area. And the reason I'm going to take you over here is I want to get out of the truck and I want to show you some of this area at the water. I don't know why I've been turning that around for. That's funny. That needs to go on our bloopers. It's funny, I've been turning the camera around and round when all I got to do is take it out of the holder. Have mercy. But a lot of the river and the water is rock, but this whole area is sand. It's a real pleasant place to be. Right now you've got some sun. and then towards the evening this turns into solid shade. Nice place to be out in the water. And you see some of our other videos, a lot of the kids, they'll tube down from where our campers are and they'll come back along the water, have a good time. But these tent areas are the ones that I recommend. It's the CC section. You've got some shade, but you're also right backed up to the river. You see the wonderful Duramax there. Wouldn't trade nothing for it. My wonderful wife Yvonne. Yeah. All right, let's go on down the CC section. These are the tent sites that I would recommend if you're coming here in a tent. There's another pond here on the right. You can say most of the campsites here, a lot of them are backed up to water somewhere. But these are CC 5 and 6. As you go here on the left, nice little tent sites. There's not a lot of room for parking, but they do have a parking area back on the back. If you noticed here, the little red marks on the ground, they've actually hashed off the parking spaces or the tent site areas. But like I say, if you like camping next to water or rivers, this is one of the better areas to be at. As you can see back over there in the background, over there, you can see the river again. Plenty of room to play for the kids, for the dogs. This is a trout stream, by the way, and it is supported by a local trout hatchery. It's catch and release, and then all of the ponds that they have here at the KOA is catch and release on the bass. So you have to turn all the bass back in, but I think you can keep any of the catfish and the bluegill. But you want to check with the check-in station up front just to make sure that I'm not telling you a fib. We got about three more sections to show you. This is section E over here on the right. It backs up to the largest pond that they have. There's a lot of campers that choose this. It's getting on about Thursday now, and a lot of the people are leaving and switching out. But we're going to take you over to section D. These cabins, if you're interested, are K5, K6, and K7. K8 and K21 is sitting in a good area in the shade. And if you'll notice these campsites here, these are for campers. This is the D section. These are D, 4, and 5. And they're fairly nice little sites. I do see water, power, and cable. I don't see sewer, but other than that, you can see the large amount of tents here on the left. A couple cabins on the right. These are campsites 9 and 10, going on up to 11 and 15. And there again, these tent sites here have a picnic table, a fire ring. I do see water every 2 or 3 sites, and there again, it's backed up to the pond. I don't know if you can go swimming out there in that pond or not. Do you?
I don't think you can.
That's one thing that I haven't seen. I've seen all kinds of kids and adults into the river, but I don't think I've seen any in the ponds. I like this back in the woods setting. They got nice gravel, nice roads. The roads are upkept very, very well. These are sites 31, 33, kind of away from the hustle and bustle of a lot of the other campers. If you want to kind of be out to yourself.
I think this is a fairly new area.
I think it is too. I don't remember a lot of this when we were here last time. But here's a good view of the second pond that they have. Fairly large. Like I said, throw your tent up right there, throw your line out in the water, fish all night long. If you enjoy fishing, then get you a site backed up to the pond. I think there's one more area at the far back, but there's only just a few sites back there. I think it might be area F. F and G. Probably won't take you back there. Just about maybe 6 or 7 sites maybe. It gets back closer to some permanent residents over in the back side, some private property. So, just keep checking our other videos, and we'll have some smaller videos of being out while we're camping here, being out at the pool, you know, maybe doing some walking, being in the water, things like that. So stay tuned for some more videos, and we'll see you back here next time shortly.